Welcome back, everybody. It's time for another episode of Baldur's Gate. When we last left off, I just finished character generation, and we were about to step into the story proper. Let's get in there.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Faerun. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Very well. Let us begin then. Well, here we are. Here's our character sheet. 14 hit points. One thing about 2nd edition D&D, you did not receive maximum HP at first level. You rolled the dice. So it was very possible to be a wizard with 1 HP, and any hit would kill you. Now then, we need to find Gorion. But first, we have to, we did have some chores to finish while we were here. Let's see, this is the Candlekeep Inn.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Let's step over here. Oh, who's this? Flydia. Let's have a chat. Have you seen my copy of the History of Halrua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library? So I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Alright. Flydia is in search of a book. Now, the tutors here will give you instructions about how to play the game. What's this? Priest quarters.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Open doors by left-clicking on the doorway. The mouse pointer will change it to a door icon when it's in the right position. Yeah. I don't need to worry about that right now. Oh, hey. Dreppen, you've got a name, so clearly you must be important.
What do you need?
Flydia left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay there beside the cow. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. Okay. The History of Halrua. Now, this is going to go into a lot of in-game history, and I don't want to just text dump a lot of this on you guys, so let me know if, in other places, Skype, Steam, etc., if you'd like me to start reading the history books, or if you'd prefer to remain ignorant for your own playthrough of this game. My book. Oh, you remind me of Gorion when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny, even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it. Alright, that was 50 experience points. Now, leveling up as a paladin is very hard. It takes 2,250 experience, compared to a fighter's 1,000 or 2,000, I think. Don't get me started on spellcaster levels. Oh my. Let's go back and talk to Dreppen. He said he had a task for us.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though, her being sick and all. I need to get her one of them potions I handed out off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to man the gates early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewheres. Okay, let's go have a chat with Hull. These are Watchers. What's this? Temple of Ogma. Ogma is the god of knowledge in Faerun. And we could, let's go chat with the priest of Ogma.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
Sure they do, pal. I'm pleased to see that you have taken time to pay tribute to wise Ogma. I was wondering what you had to offer at this Temple of Wisdom. Well, I can donate money, which can be used to raise my reputation if it's in the crapper. He sells items that I cannot afford. He offers spells. Raise dead 100? That's it? Wow. And offers to identify items. For 100 gold apiece, of course. Which is pretty expensive, and I don't have any magical items yet. Who are you? Jondalar. Where you are? Well, we'll talk to them in a moment. We need to go talk to Hull and get, nothing in that box, and get one of those antidotes for Dreppen. Going to be some busy work at in this episode. Oh, you're Hull. Yes, thank you for yawning at me. Hey, kid, I woke late this morning, left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Dreppen needs one for old Nessa. Let's go pick up Hull's sword.
Our rules are very strict.
That's good to know. Oh my, soon be gone, will ye? I, Gorion, arsed me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat afore ye leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Carmine? Yes, good Gate Warden, I would appreciate that. Good then, child. 'Tis one thing to maintain control of yourself in the heat of battle, but 'tis quite another to maintain one's authority over a group. I've arsed Ob the Illusionist to run you through a few simulations down in the storage cellars. Just follow me this way and I'll unlock the door for ye. We're gonna keep going. What's this? That's the bunkhouse. We're looking for the barracks. I think. Yes, here we are.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Oh, who are you? Fuller.
I should have joined the army.
Ugh, what a mead-filled night. That hull is just too much. Poor sap had to go man the gate this morning, too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? Yeah, the mead would explain why Hull forgot to put his sword on this morning. He sent me to fetch it for him. Sure, should be in the chest over there against the right wall there. And there's the antidote. Hull's longsword.
I should have joined the army.
I was just wondering if you had any errands I could run. Errands? Yeah, actually, I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get some off Winthrop at the inn, I'd reimburse you. Oh, very well. There'll be a few coins in it for you, too, so you can stop giving me that look. Well, let's go deliver this sword.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Be a shame if Hull got caught without it. Alright, Hull. Here's your weapon. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Garion's a fool for trying to bring you up right, and you can tell him I said so, too. If I didn't know any better, this whole iron crisis is a result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here. I'm on duty. Wow, what an asshole. I should have took his sword for myself. Jeez. Let's go deliver this potion to, old Dreppen. You're lucky, pal. If I weren't level 1, I'd thrash the hell out of you. We'll talk to these two in a moment. Let's deliver this potion to Dreppen. You're a wonder, you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though. I just hear that I hear that the bandits out there would just as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole iron crisis business is wrapped up soon. Alright, that takes care of Drepin's cow. Let's go, we'll check some of the houses for things to loot soon enough. Let's go pay a visit to the Candlekeep Inn. Winthrop supposedly has some supplies. And I've got a few things to sell.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Who are you? Winthrop. Let's talk.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
That was more information than I needed, Winthrop. Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee. It's per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? You always were a big kidder, Winthrop. It gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ah, just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know you're always welcome in here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Yeah, what do you got? He offers inn rooms. I've made a little money, and I can sell that for some cash. Alright, first things we're going to buy are a helmet. Reason being, helmets protect you against critical hits in this game, and they're very good if you don't want to die. We're going to pick up a two-handed sword as well. This does a D10 of damage, and it's one of the slowest swinging weapons in the game. It also requires 14 strength. For me, it's a little bit faster. And now we need to buy some armor. I can afford studded leather and leather. We're going to have to find something else to sell. We're going to change my weapons. Now you'll notice this number here, this base Thaco, is 20. Now I equipped it. That's because I'm not proficient with this quarterstaff, and I get a -2 penalty for wielding it. I take it off, my hit goes down. I put this sword on, and it drops to 17. This is because I have a very high strength. Let's see. I do 9 to 18 damage a swing. Jeez. And I get 3 attacks. You'll notice it says 3 over 2. I get 3 attacks every 2 rounds, so I will get 1 attack in the first round and 2 in the second, is how that works. My AC is 10. Now here's how Thaco works. Your current Thaco, minus or plus your opponent's armor class, is what you must roll on a 20-sided die to hit. It's simpler than it sounds. So I have a 17. To hit somebody with an AC of 10, I would need a 7 or better. So we're going to go talk with Firebead Elvenhair over here. That's essentially how it works.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Goria's ward, aren't you? My, you have come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tectoral in the inner grounds. You should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Sure, I'll fetch it. Right after I get done stealing from good old Winthrop. Hey, I gotta get ready to travel. Well, I can't open it and I can't pick the lock, so we're gonna force it. Ooh, scrolls. Armor, Infravision, and 18 gold coins. What's in here? A dagger. Well, we'll take that. It's not gonna do us much good. Some nobles. We'll go upstairs.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Let's see, someone asleep. Ooh, this is empty. Force the lock open. A silver necklace. We'll take that for now. Someone else who's asleep. A dwarf who's sleeping. I am actually coming up on the end of this episode, so we'll see who else is here before we break into that box. Locked? Ooh, I failed to force the lock. Well, that's quite rare. Oh, another noble. Let's see, is this locked? Of course it is. We'll leave off here, and I will be back with more Baldur's Gate here shortly. Have a good day, everybody.